Hello, hello. Sound test. Okay, there we go. So I am here. We're just waiting for the draft link. This is the Rec League Week 2 of our 18-team league, Winter Split 2024. Thank you for joining us tonight. We have the Backdoor Bandits versus Ice Wall. Perfect. Okie dokie. So just getting everything set up. Sorry for this. I rush off of work to be ready for this. Looks like we will be starting draft here. Just got confirmation that draft is starting. So we do have Backdoor Bandits on the blue side, and they start off with the Zac ban. We have some funny comments, cat people versus dog people right now, trying to make some jokes, as I've been inefficient, but once again, thanks for being understanding and kind, as I did not have the proper time to properly set up for this tonight. Do have a Teemo band. I'm unfamiliar with Ice Wall, so seeing the Backdoor Bandits ban Teemo is interesting to me. I'm not sure if that's a Teemo jungle or top. In this meta, my inclination seems to tell me that that's a Teemo jungle ban, but can't say for certain either way if that's the case or not. So that's just where we're at. We do on the side of the Ice Wall see an Ambessa Vi and Graves band, so like 2 for sure jungle bans, likely 3 there with the Ambessa as well. So seems to be targeting the jungler there for the side of Backdoor Bandits. Last time when I casted Bandits, they did like to play the Rek'Sai and the Vi, so I've never seen them play the Graves or Ambessa, but they're fairly efficient on these early game junglers. We see Jinx pick on blue side first pick. Quite a power pick right now. Has a lot of synergies. I think for an amateur league, this is a fairly safe first pick. Jinx has a lot of agency, and if the Bandits want to play through their ADC, and that's who they feel comfortable with, it's not a bad pick. In response, we do see the Viego Kog'Maw, so seemingly jungle ADC there. That could be a Kog'Maw flex, as we have last week in Backdoor Bandits game. We saw a Kog'Maw pick. So that could be Kog'Maw mid, Kog'Maw ADC. It's too early to tell. Hovering the Rek'Sai right now, they do lock it in. That is at least their 3rd Rek'Sai game of the season. I've casted 2 previously to this. So far, I like their draft better than previously. I like the Milio, good in lane, good enchanter. In response, we do see the Lulu, which does indicate that is a Kog'Maw ADC. Kog Lulu is a very, very daunting late game ADC support combo. Lulu's always going to be good especially with a late scaling ADC. But primarily, and just in my opinion, in amateur leagues, Lulu's an extremely safe pick. Has so much utility. Her damage output's actually pretty decent. So for an enchanting supporter, she actually has the utility to do damage if needed. Has the shields. Obviously, her ult is a buff to anyone. It's extremely versatile. I really like it. So far, we see the Pantheon ban for the side of the Bandits. Likely a Pantheon mid ban there. I'm just going to get this, while we're still in draft, set up a little bit better on the screen. Be a bit more centered. So we see the Hui Ornn bans on the side of Icewall. I think both of those are good bans. Ornn was played in all 3 games of Backdoor Bandits last week 3-game series. Is going to force him to play something he didn't play in week 1, which I inherently like. I like seeing change and versatility, and I think it's just good for the league. So it's really nice to see that we'll see that. And then also a ban on the Hui. Mid laner has also played Hui. As recently as last week on the side of Backdoor Bandit. So, gonna see some new things out there. Do see a rumble here. They're gonna pick mid-top on 4 or 5 back-to-back here. That could be a Malphite flex on the side of Icewall. So, curious to see how they'll draft here. They could flex this rumble if they want. They could pick a double flex here for mid-top, and then depending on what Icewall picks on 5, decide what they want to play into. And it does appear that that's the case. So, as of right now, it's most likely Garen top, Rumble mid, but that could easily change just depending on, you know, what they pick here in 5. So, so far, I like the draft of both teams. I think they're very balanced. I think the Malphite Cho'Gath, if they do lock this Cho in, which they do, is a strong pick. When you're playing with something like a Lulu Kog'Maw, playing with an infinite HP scaler and Cho'Gath, especially with the Heartsteel, is just going to be exponential in scaling, just as the Kog'Maw is. And then something with high agency in the jungle, like the Viego there, I also really, really do like that. I think Viego has a lot of agency to carry to a point to where the Kog'Maw can take over. It is interesting to see how they build this Malphite. I expect tank Malphite and tank Cho'Gath here, playing for pure late game Kog'Maw 1v9, Lulu Kog'Maw. If they didn't have the Lulu, I wouldn't expect that, but because they have the Lulu, fully expect tank Malphite and Cho'Gath here. Doesn't mean that will be the case, but that's just what my intuition would tell me. And then on the side of the Bandits, I like their draft more than I liked their drafts last week. I think they impressed me really way more than I thought with a 45-minute Rek'Sai that started Engage that ended up winning a fight. I personally am a big Rek'Sai hater, especially if you aren't having a crazy snowball lead after like 8 minutes. So to see it played late game was not only impressive, but shows the versatility of this Rek'Sai player and knowing how to find her spots regardless of point of the game and her power spikes, which I think is very interesting. So I'm going to transition this here real quick into the league client. Let me get this up with the league client. Let's get a nice screen capture in. Okie dokie, so I need to figure out why this is formatting this way, which is we have the time to do because we will have a wait timer on entering this game. It is concerning as to why this is so funky. There we go. Once again, thanks for bearing with me. Once we get in game, the issues won't be there. First time controlling the stream in nearly 2 years after having done it for this league for some time. Was having issues with the stream key, which was unfortunate, but once again, it's nice to hash these issues out earlier in the year rather than later. So, was unable to get the stream key in time to be ready for this, unfortunately. So I've kind of already given my analysis of these comps. Things I will know, I am, despite playing lots of League of Legends, I'm actually pretty unfamiliar with Garen as it relates to his laning matchups. I genuinely don't know how he plays into Malphite or Cho'Gath. I would assume post 6, he should be able to fare fairly well. I think if it's the Malphite, the Q poke could be a bit of an issue, especially if he starts like Doran's Ring, which I would expect him to. Even though I expect him to build tank, just the Doran's Ring is really helpful in lane. So what I'm looking for early is I really want to see how this Rek'Sai paths. Previously, when this player played the Rek'Sai, had some really funky pathings. Went red into, or Raptors into red into blue, which I found extremely interesting, especially as a fellow jungler. And then on the side of Ice Wall, I haven't seen them yet, so when you're picking a hyper carry like Kog'Maw Lulu, I want to see their ability to hold down the fort until Kog'Maw's online. Really interested in that. We'll see how that fares. So we got minute 10 till we're in game. I'm going to take a few drinks of my drink and prepare for this, hopefully, really good game. So I wonder, I doubt it in a competitive league that they pick Jinx purely because of the Jinx skin, but to my understanding, that's a gotcha skin. I haven't looked completely into it, but I would expect that to be an extremely expensive skin or someone beyond lucky to have gotten it. I can't imagine that they are playing it just because they have it, but they could be. So let me get all my things set up here. Okay, so we got the scoreboard there, looking good. And we got started. Okay, someone's already disconnected. Alright. Alright, so we're still stuck here a little bit. Alright, and we're back in it. So, once again, very, very interested to see this Rek'Sai's pathing. I think, I've found her very, very interesting for not only a champion you don't see very often, but what's going on here? One sec, for some reason it's not wanting to stream or play. There we go. Okie dokie, we're back in it. So we do see the ice wall over here. They're hovering more so on the bot side. Rek'Sai is up on her blue on top side, so I wonder if she's just kind of holding the fort, or if she's actually going to start blue. We'll see. I am always going to be able to analyze the junglers more so than anybody, and then mid laners, and then after that my analysis isn't the strongest, so I'll do my best to provide the input that I can here. As far as playing Viego, because I also play Viego, I think he's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy to clear until you need to find a gank. You don't really need to force it. Going against a Rek'Sai, I wonder if he's going to try to gank earlier to match a Rek'Sai gank. It's possible. Doing a full clear and then Rek'Sai getting like a double kill is going to feel really bad if he just opts into a straight full clear. And then Rek'Sai makes some crazy plays. Bot side, we already see Kog'Maw and Lulu getting a nice chunk down on that Milio. Milio hasn't popped any of his pots yet, so not too worried on his end. It is the Garen mid, and we do see some big, big chunky trades here. Malphite has essentially no mana, walking right into the Garen, gets silenced, hits level 2. He should be able to get the kill here, forces the flash out. Immerfish with the aggressive plays in the mid lane here. This Malphite still level 1. Just hits level 2, has enough mana for a Q, maybe a QW, we'll see. Big pressure on this mid lane here. And then on the top side, the Bandits are just putting the beat down in lane around the map. Getting some nice chunk on this Cho'Gath. Both Cho'Gath and Malphite starting on that Dorn's ring, as you can see. Bot side pushing in. I don't think they have the knowledge that Viego started blue, outside of this ward and Tribrush here. Okay, so back in the mid lane, Immerfish is double CS on him right now, 14-7 against this Malphite. Malphite has no flash. Am I trying to be baiting the gank out of this Viego? And we do see Rek'Sai also do a full clear. So Rek'Sai completing the clear faster than this Viego. Viego is 5 camps. Rek'Sai's going to have 6 coming into this Scuttle fight. We see Garen on the rotate here. Viego popped a blast cone to be able to get to him, but it's going to be a 2v1 and a level 4 versus level 3 jungler here, so it should be a pretty easy scuttle take. Not much this Viego can do. This Viego does opt to go to his Krugs and finish his clear before going down to bot scuttle. I don't agree with that decision. I think if you already commit to seeing that you're not going to get the top scuttle, might as well match and at least guarantee that second scuttle. Would not surprise me if this Rek'Sai was able to zoom down there and get it. Gets a shifty angle on this Rek'Sai to see that, to get a nice deep ward in this jungle here. I'm going to see a gank come out. Rumble did have vision there. Know that Viego's here, is stepping back, should be able to get the back. Rek'Sai was able to complete his back. Actually, he did stop his back. He's here on the top side. Was able to stop the Viego back and force Viego off. So, as of right now, we do see Rek'Sai still with a 1-camp lead, which I really like this Rek'Sai now. Bot lane, we see a slight CS lead on the side of the Jinx. She does back. She does get that Cole. So we do see Jinx starting to stack that Cole. She's already gotten 2 CS. We'll see how quickly she can get that cooldown as she hits level 4. Viego still has not backed and is here on the top side. Is able to complete the back while Rumble drops the ward. Rek'Sai on her first back opts to get the Rectrix, so got a little bit of move speed, but some nice attack damage should help her get some clears and faster. I wonder if she's going to opt for a straight second full clear. She could clear her Raptors into a bot gank. This Garen does have twice the CS. He did have to burn his flash there to escape the Malphite. Should be able to TP right back in and really do damage here. This Rek'Sai should stay, or she's actually going to opt to continue clearing. We see a 1.3 gold lead on the side of the Bandits, and when you have a 15 CS lead in top, a 13 CS lead mid, 8 CS lead in jungle, a 32 CS lead bot, that's going to lead to a 1,500 gold lead. So we do see Viego here on the bot side. They don't have vision. He's going to pop his invisibility, misses his W onto the Jinx and the Milio as they were able to sidestep, gets caught in the Jinx choppers, and Jinx and Milio are able to step away pretty easily. So unable to make up for this lead that blue side has, but Viego stays, is going to come right back, should be able to make a play here as we do see Rek'Sai taking the grubs on the top side. Viego going in on this Milio, should be trying to take down this Milio first, forces his flash. Milio and Jinx are stuck in the cove, hits the W onto Milio, able to kill the Milio, get first blood while Jinx is autoing the Kog'Maw. Jinx flashes in, able to get the double kill onto the Lulu first, into the Kog'Maw, which is going to result in a 2k gold lead, while Garen is down here and able to get the last kill, the third kill, onto the Viego, resulting in a 3-for-1. This is looking like a rough game state for Icewall here. They're 2,500 gold down. They don't have grubs. Jungler is level 5, while the other team is 6. Malphite was able to get a 1-level lead now in the mid lane due to that Garen roam, but what's a 1-level lead when you're down 16 CS and a kill? And it's not even a full level. It's probably more like a half level at best. So we do see Milio here in the mid lane. I don't know if Malphite actually saw the Milio here because that ward did just die, so Malphite may not know. As we also see in the top lane here, a lot going on the map. Does not know this Rek'Sai's here. Rek'Sai is 6. Viego's not. Should just be able to slam him 1v1. He's already at half health. Let's see what he can do. He drops the ult, and Viego does not have flash. He is a dead man walking. As Malphite comes up, he flashes into him, gets the kill. Malphite with no mana, feeling comfortable walking into that. A little bit dicey, in my opinion. I would not have walked that far into them. We do see Rek'Sai also take this red buff for this Viego. Viego's still not level 6. Missing his red buff, just getting punished. Nice freeze here on the side of the Garen in this mid lane. Yeah, we're at a 4K gold lead at this point. Jinx is 40 CS up, 2 kills up. Um, I mean, yeah, you have a Kog'Maw and Lulu to go late game, but they have a Jinx, so either a huge play is going to be made on the side of Ice Wall, or Backdoor Bandits just can't find a way to close. This game goes 45 minutes, and Icewall wins a team fight. It's really tough for me to see any other way Icewall's wins this game without it being a 45-50 minute game at this point. Garen goes onto the Malphite in the mid lane, ults the Garen. Garen is going to step back, make sure he gets some of this XP. Trading with the Malphite, but ultimately is going to win. He ults, barely wins that trade. Barely wins that fight, resulting in a 4.5k gold lead for the side of the Bandits. We see a little tussle up here with Rumble and Cho'Gath. Rumble just does so much damage that a Cho'Gath with 2 health items isn't scaring him at all. We see the Haunting Guys and the Faded Ashes on the Rumble. He's doing damage. Rumble has the ult up. If I am that Cho'Gath, I'm not liking this. If I'm Rumble, I'm dropping this ult right here. Cho'Gath able to get a nice QW combo. On the bot side, we did see Cho'Gath have to burn his flash there. Burns his flash, still gets killed regardless. On the bot side, Jinx and Millie have 3 plates, still pushing. Kog'Maw has no mana. 63 CS lead in the bot lane. That is not good. That is, I guess, why you first picked this Jinx here. Feel very, very comfortable on it. And they are just taking whatever they want at this point. So, see the flash from the Rumble there. Dodging that Viego ult. And Rek'Sai is just going to come right up on him. Gets the nice through the wall here. But Malphite is here, so maybe Rek'Sai did not quite expect that. Does ult, and I don't think he picks up the kill on the Viego there. Does kind of have to kite his way out of that, but all in all, Viego is completely useless right now with no health. A little bit of trading. Let's get some nice zoom in out of this. Let's kind of get a bigger picture of the map. So we see Viego retreating. He's on vision right now. It'd be crazy to see them try to stop this back. I don't think they're going to be able to get there in time unless Rek'Sai is able to tunnel over. She does get an underground missile, and we see the Jinx ult barely miss the Viego there as we see Rumble go into the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath, no flash, should be just dead. And he is. So yeah, this is a stomp all over. We're 12 minutes in and we're 7k up. Hard to find some hope here for the side of Ice Wall. See the Garen ult. The Lulu ult does save the Malphite, though, in the mid lane. Not sure. That's not really how you want to be using a Lulu ult, but at this point, stopping a kill is stopping a kill. We do see Rek'Sai here on these grubs. Should be able to get 6 grubs for the side of Backdoor Bandits. I expect them to be able to end this game in 20. I would be stunned if they don't. Jinx has taken a turret as Malphite TPs in to swap lanes there. Kog'Maw going mid, so we're starting to enter the mid game of this. Pre-15. We're kind of already in mid game status because that first tower was taken so quickly. So another trade up top. All over the map, we just have a big stomp by the Bandits. Jinx ult does miss in the mid lane as Kog'Maw has No mana. Jinx is up 2 levels. Viego's chunked, trying to farm away. Kog'Maw able to hit level 8 here at least, trying to get some minions and some XP here, but Jinx is just able to take whatever she wants. She just have that Sundered, or the Yuntal Wild Arrows. Every time I see it, it looks like Sundered Skies. I'm about to be confused why she had that. Garen is up 3 levels on this Malphite. Rumble's up 2 levels on Cho'Gath. At this point, it's prepping for game 2. I'm curious to see what Icewall's pivots are in draft. You have to think they don't let this Jinx through. Just, you know, when you're up nearly 100 CS before 15 minutes. I don't know how you let that through again. Viego flashes away. We see Jinx flash in. She isn't able to secure the kill, but she's just so strong at this point that getting Viego to back off is a win because they're just able to keep pushing and fighting. As we just see a 1-for-1 up in the top lane. Kill going, that shutdown going onto the Cho'Gath from that Rumble. Don't know how valuable that's going to be at this point in the game, but extra gold is extra gold. Do you see this Rek'Sai just taking the blue buff now? She is way past having had 1200 smite, and Viego still has 8 smite charges, so that's not what you want to be seeing as a jungler. That feels so bad when a jungler has that big of a lead. Granted, it is all around the entire map now, but do you see Viego maybe trying to make a play on this Rumble? At this point, it's when you're down 11k, you got to pick something. He's going to hit his W, able to get some nice chunking. Not quite able to get Rumble while Garen's coming in. Garen's here, Milio's here. Should be able to clean this up. And Garen does ult to Viego. It goes pretty quick. Not much Cho'Gath can do, even though he didn't have the ult. He was still just hanging around. Couldn't really escape. Tough one for Icewall. Tough game. I don't know what the rules are in the league, but I would assume most leagues are no forfeit, so it's always tough coming back from a game that's this one-sided. Hopefully for the sake of the series and the league, we can get a nice bounce back from the side of Icewall. But Backdoor Bandits looking like a real contender here 2 weeks in. They don't have the Ornn. Last time I watched them play, the top laner played 3 games in the Ornn and plays a carry like a Rumble and does great. So, like to see the versatility on the top laner there, being able to play completely different styles. Rek'Sai does secure the Herald there. Okay, sorry about that. So, yeah, it's a tough one. See Jinx just bully at this point, takes down the Cog, going to take that into Lulu, take that into the Malphite, possibly. Chooses not to. 2v3 here, though, as they did get cornered. Jinx does not have flash or barrier up. See Jinx get thrown down. But at the end of the day, don't know how valuable that will end up being in the grand scheme of things. Leo flashes out, trying to escape the engage here from the Viego Cho'Gath. Unable to. Viego able to get his second kill. Also, this Viego is half the CS of the Rek'Sai. Feels really bad when Rek'Sai has essentially an item lead on you. So some pretty late dragons in this game wasn't a big priority. The Bandits able to get the first 2 dragons, which is very, very nice. And also sorry for the wild camera. I am casting one while eating dinner, so doing my best to be as effective here. As this game has gotten more and more one-sided, I have leaned a bit more into that, so my apologies for the erratic camera. Fully expect a team fight win here for the side of the Bandits. They're up 15k gold. They don't have Rek'Sai or Garen, as Garen is TPing in. Malphite engages, but Jinx is just straight chunking him. She gets excited. She's going forward. Rumble ult coming out onto the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath flashes, but it does not matter. Jinx able to take down the Lulu into the Cho'Gath. Might have a Penta here, but the Rumble taking the glory away from Jinx. He even flashes forward for it. Report Rumble, kick him off the team, get him out of here. Not cool. Not cool, Rumble. I know you're used to playing Ornn. You don't really get the recognition here. Get put on a Rumble. You're like, hey, I want to be the guy. Sorry, you're not the guy this game. Not cool. So extremely one-sided game 1. Not much else to say. Really good drafting. I really liked the Garen Rumble flex on 4-5, knowing that Ice Wall didn't know where that Rumble was going. Really liked just the draft psychology of that move. It very much aligns with the way I play drafts, and I really like not giving them a 100% counter pick. Really, really love that. The ability to flex that. Jinx, they first pick it. Hard carries. If you're going to first pick a champ, that's what you hope to get out of it. So if you're putting all that draft capital into it, nice to see the return there. And just, yeah, really tough laning on the side of Icewall. Pretty large lane gaps in every single lane there, including the jungle. So interesting to see how they'll pivot back from this as we go into the draft. So we're going to wait for the next draft link. While these teams prepare, I'm going to take a few bites. So we are getting a request to see the damage charts. Let me pull that up very quickly. Alright, so these are going to be the damage charts here that you can see. Oh, wow. Of course, I click on the invite as soon as I'm about to go over the damage charts. Classic Pugsley. Classic, classic. Sorry about that. It looked like it was pretty balanced, actually, so... Hey, yeah, the top laner stole your Penta. That's not cool, man. I don't endorse that. I don't like that. I don't want any part of that in my leagues. Reported. Sorry. It will go smoother next time. It was a hectic day getting here on time, of course. Has been a tough day. Has been quite the day. I appreciate the patience. People joining here. I'm ready whenever. Just waiting for those draft links. Once again, don't know what Ice Wall's pivot is here. Very interested to see. Fully expect them to ban the Jinx. I don't know how you leave that open. Just pure psychologically speaking. But then you can make the argument for every lane when essentially every lane had twice as much CS. It's like, how do you leave that open? Hopefully a bad game. Hopefully we don't see another 7k gold lead at 12 minutes. But it does happen. So here we go. I am fully ready for draft. And here we go. We are ready. Let's see what these boys can cook. So Backdoor Bandits on the red side now. We see Icewall take the blue side. First ban the Vi. So maybe it's a Vi, Rek'Sai, Jinx ban. Another Teemo ban on the side of the Bandits. So some guy over there is a rat. I don't know who's the rat, but somebody's a rat. And they don't like it. Another Ambessa ban, so... and then, of course, the Jinx. So, the Rek'Sai open. If they first picked the Rek'Sai, that would be bonkers to, like, take that away. We'll see. Teemo, Zac, Skarner ban on the side of the Bandits. Zac, Skarner, great junglers. I hate seeing them every time I play. I play a lot of Skarner myself, so respect the ban. First pick Seraphine, so little throwback to Worlds there. FlyQuest vs Gen G Game 1 for those hardcore fans like myself out here. The Seraphine first pick is a flex pick. Easily could go into mid, easily could go into support. We'll see where they take it. Response is Ziggs Nami, so with a stomp that big, I wonder if they're just like practicing things at this point in a competitive environment. I have never seen this team play. At least I don't think I've seen them play Ziggs bot. Ziggs Nami, I think that's a Ziggs Nami bot lane. I would expect it to be. Just in terms of how fast they slammed it. They just have to know at this point, when you stomp a team that bad, they do have a bit of luxury of having the freedom of just drafting, because the team they're facing is already kind of down in the dumps. When you play weird stuff, they're just gonna be afraid of it. In response, we do see the Senna Seraphine Jarvan. Could be a Senna Seraphine bot lane, regardless, even if it is a Seraphine mid. Senna Seraphine in general on a team comp is gross. S plus drafting on the side of Ice Wall, in my opinion. I think if you can snag a Senna Seraphine and draft, you've done well in first three. We'll see what laners they pick, especially knowing that that's where the bans are gonna be going right now. So we do see in the league chat here, y'all cannot see it on Twitch, but we do have Backdoor Bandits saying that their ban was Malphite. The ban on their side was a Malphite ban. While that will not be reflected in this screen, blue side cannot take Malphite. In response, we see a Hwei ban. Banned in both games at this point. And then, so they banned Cho'Gath Malphite, which forces Ice Wall onto different laners, which I like when you have a Senna Seraphine and how disgustingly gross that can be. Banning out a Malphite and a Cho'Gath, not a bad play. So we do see that Rek'Sai left up. Then they take the Rek'Sai on 4. They slam the Donger. We got the Donger out here. I like the same strategy on the side of Ice Wall as Backdoor Bandits had last game drafting on blue side. They take a champion that can be flexed on 4, and they do the same on 5. So, as I applauded that strategy last game, both before the game and afterwards, good on Ice Wall. I very much think if you can draft like that on 4 or 5, or just before the red side team last picks, having some sort of uncertainty in what your draft looks like is always smart. Do you see that Ornn slammed? It was left open by Ice Wall this game. That is the 4th Ornn game we will see. Not only does the guy steal the pentakill, but they put him on Ornn as a punishment. I hope he's on Ornn for the rest of the year. So we'll see if Ice Wall, I think, a much better draft. I'm not sure if how comfortable they are on these champions, but I very much like it. Galio might be a bit difficult to lane with, just because I would expect a full tank Galio, knowing that you have what the rest of your team comp is. I would think you're going to make that front line as tanky as you can, and especially coming in on a Galio ult, being able to absorb all of that. So I think the laning may be a bit harder if he's only has the Doran's Ring and that's his only AP. Especially into a Jace, if that's who he ends up laning against. And I did not switch the team sides. To reflect this, so we are now getting that changed as well. Okie dokie, so now I'm going to move the client over and we're going to prepare for this game 2 in a best of 3. So someone decided to leave in the middle of the draft because, as we can see in chat here, he is stupid. So, you know, just bear with us. We are stupid. This is LOLMidwest with an average IQ of 29 we have here. So welcome, guys. We're having fun. I am ready. Streamer ready. We are all good to go. We're just waiting for previously, Jimmy Carter has casted on this channel. And I asked him if he wanted to join. He casted the finals of the 2023 summer split of LOLMidwest. Jimmy is joining us. Here we go. We're getting Jimmy in on this. And we're going to have some co-casters, which is going to make this just more interesting for everybody. So we are going to have Mr. Tim Man, Timmy himself. And I'm just going to have to get Tim's audio in here once he joins, and we'll be good to go. Let's add Tim on the screen here. Tim is part of the Casters channel. He has casted before. He's casted a championship game. So, hopefully, one of the smartest League of Legends players that I know. His analysis supersedes mine tenfold. But what he doesn't have is he doesn't have the heart of the cards, and that's what matters here at the LOLMidwest, boys and girls. So we have Timmy ready to go. So I've already given my analysis of this draft. We are just doing the formality of them drafting while we wait. That is a Heimerdinger in the top lane. So Heimerdinger is going to be playing in Ornn. Jason to Galio. I think that Galio could have some issues, especially because I expect him to go full tank. Could surprise me, though. Are you there, Tim?
Hello, hello.
Okie dokie. Let me get you added to the stream. How you doing today, Tim?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Doing good. Let me get the You want to talk, Tim?
Hello, hello.
A little bit more.
Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2.
Okay, I think you are coming through. Let me see. Try to listen to this stream. Yeah, you were coming through. Let me just
Hello, hello.
turn you up on Discord, and we'll be good.
Awesome.
Cool. Thanks for joining last minute. This is game 2 of a series. This is week 2 of the split for these teams. The team that's on red side with the Ornn, Rek'Sai, Jace, they let me get you a view of the stream too, Tim. They won by 15k in 20 minutes. So we had a one-sided mega stomp. I've watched this team, the team that stomped. I streamed their first series as well. They are called the Backdoor Bandits. They won a very close 3-game series that I did not expect them to win that game 3 last week. This is the 4th Ornn game of the split for them, the 4th Rek'Sai game, and these guys just destroy.
Awesome. Excited to see him play. Do they have a similar comp with the first game?
They had a Jinx. Who is their support? Gosh, I'm brain farting. It wasn't. It was. They're facing against a Cog Lulu. I can't believe I forget who the support was, but they had a Jinx hyper carry, and Jinx was essentially their like snowball of the game. So not putting him on the Ziggs.
Yeah, a little different route here with the Ziggs. We're just trying to match the lane prior of the Seraphine.
Yeah, it was. Seraphine was picked on 1, and then they slammed Ziggs Nami on 2. Like on red side 1 2. So very much so a response to the Seraphine. Interesting to see this Heimerdinger. You don't see very many Heimerdingers.
Yes, yes. A little abnormal pick here. Should be pretty decent against the Ornn though. She'll have to chunk him out in lane. Hopefully get some prio there. I do like the Jarvan Galio duo on the other side here. Very, very fun comp once you get 6, just easily. Jarvan go in alt with the Galio alt on top. Very fun to play, so we'll see. For that duo, you kind of want to be ahead when you're making that combo, so we'll see if they can get some prio early.
There we go. Got my mic back online. It cut out there for a second.
No worries, no worries.
I'm
Just
interested.
joined in now.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing how Icewall like executes this comp too, in the sense of the Seraphine Senna, because I expect them to play more like methodical, play for dragons, wait till you have a dragon soul, win a team fight, drag this game out. Seraphine Senna it up. Uh, so I'm really, really, for the sake of last game, with how poor it went for them, just objectively speaking, and how big of a stomp it was, it'd be really nice to see them execute something like a Seraphine Senna, which is would require, you know, late game, getting objectives, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I think they definitely want to try to be ahead, like at 6. Like with the Jarvan Galio combo, if you have Seraphine Center there to follow that up, it could be pretty nasty wombo. But again, I think you want to be ahead, or else it's just kind of gonna fall flat. So
Very,
ear-
yeah.
early prior for them is very important this game, I feel.
Yeah, I agree, and that goes hand in hand with the FlyQuest Gen G game, which, even though it's not a Seraphine mid, they first picked the Seraphine just and are putting it in a carry position essentially, with a farming position, and like you said, being ready for these fights. At those early power spikes, Seraphine can be a terror. So we'll see. We'll see if she can do it.
Very true.
So let me get my uh, display here. So there we go. Game is up. Game is live. Um,
The cheeky level ones.
yeah.
Let's
It,
go on top side.
so some really cool stuff here with this Rek'Sai that has been just absolutely impressive.
There might be some action top here.
Oh yeah,
They're going Onheimer.
they are. Yeah, even if he burns his flash, he is able to get out right under turret. But that is a Heimer with no flash, which is
That one's
tough.
that is tough for sure.
Um, but this,
Definitely helps because Heimer should be bowling that lane early, so it definitely helps the Ornn out a bit, just not having that threat of that flash. Maybe Rek'Sai can look for a regain Q2 top.
yeah,
Because
and
Heimer should have push.
true, he 100% should, and she is starting this top side too. So Heimer no flash, she's starting top side. She's had some really interesting pathings, as we see Galio walk in here and get a deep ward on her Raptors at
That's
130.
nice.
That is a very nice thing for that Jarvan. But real quick, this Rek'Sai has this is the fourth game I've streamed her this split, and she has done. Last game she did a full clear. Last week when I streamed her, she did a chickens into red into blue into a gank, and she's just had some really odd pathing. So interesting to see what she does here. A little bit of trading in the bot lane.
Yep. I think Senich wants to get these stacks going. They should be fine with the sustain. They can take a little poke there and be absolutely fine.
Jace hits level 2 right before this Galio goes in. Galio still does not have 2, forces the flash. Nice trade there.
Very nice trade from the Jace. Looking for a kill, not quite get the full shock blast there.
Yeah, I'm personally quite sad to see this draft because it does mean that we see Jace Heimer on opposite teams, and we know how close those guys are in Arcane. So, um, to,
Very true, very true.
to see them have to
A,
bloody it up.
a tragic matchup there.
True. Does look like this Bard Pit, the Senna, is chunked. When you have a Seraphine Senna, you have a lot of healing, so if you get chunked, it's not as big of a deal.
Yep, fine, getting that push in there. They do need to be careful because their Jarvan is on the other side of the map. We'll see if Rek'Sai wants to try to come by here after blue. They're trying to get some deep vision though, so they should spot her if she does come down.
While we were looking at lanes there, we do see a first blood. Galio into Jace. Galio didn't have flash. Still level 4, and should be able to TP right back in here, just like Jace did.
I completely missed that there. That's really, really nice for the Galio lane. Like I said, wanting to be ahead at 6, getting that first blood's awesome without the flash too. So Jace still has flash. Maybe wants to try to come back here with something, but not looking great with the solo death.
Definitely not. It is nice to see. Uh, it feels good when Ornn has a CS lead against a ranged top like this. So uh, that feels good, especially
Looks
with
like they're trying to pull a dive here, bot.
they do have four
Gonna
people down
check
here.
that wave in. I don't think Rek'Sai's gonna back here. She should stay. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're back. They're gonna call it off. Nope, she's staying. Looks like they're gonna try to go for it here.
gets a nice angle,
She
gets
looks
the
up.
flash.
Nice flash.
Yep, is gonna get that first, or not quite first blood because one happened, but they do put the kill onto the Rek'Sai, which does not surprise me having watched this team because, like I said, this Rek'Sai is a menace. I am assuming this guy is on Rek'Sai if it's up, like slams it no matter what. That's how I feel.
Yeah, definitely a solid solid pick to get some early gold on. Can now kind of fight against the Jarvan, which that matchup is probably a bit even early, and now it's just nice. Rek'Sai knows she can definitely win those. Solo kill here by the Heimer though, really big.
Yeah, that damage was nuts. He only has a Doran's ring, and I I'm actually stunned by how much damage he did there. Cut the gold lead down back to 400 with Ice Wall in the driver's seat in terms of kills this game, which is feels really good when you lose by almost 20k last game.
Galio's still bullying this mid lane pretty hard now. Gonna be tough. Yeah, no, really well played with that Heimer there. He got a lot of his W rockets off on the Ornn and really shredded him. So very well played there.
So, chat's asking who won game one. It was a one-sided up 7k at 12 minutes stomp by the Bandits. Mid,
Kill here again on Jace.
yeah,
Flash 2.
got the flash and goes on Jarvan, which feels good for that Jarvan. Grubs are up, but they're playing around this bot side right now. We have Jarvan, Rek'Sai, and Galio down here.
Yeah, there's a full out they can get. They have actually covering another solo kill by Heimer, really bullying this top side now. This is gonna get out of control pretty quickly. No teleport on that Ornn to come back, and he's gonna lose another whole wave.
Yeah, it
Now bot.
fights all over the map on the side of Icewall. This game is a complete reverse of last game. They are up 4 kills, but that is only amounting to 7k or 700 gold. But hey, rather be up 700 gold than down whatever they were at this point in the game last game. So really nice to see this across the map. This Heimerdinger is, he said, no flash, no problem, as they are also able to secure the dragon on the side of Icewall.
Yeah, really taking over the entire map here. Kills top, kills bot, taking drag. Looks like Galli wants to even go for more mid here. They're really just taking things over.
Yeah, Grubs are still up. The longer, as a jungler, the way I think about it is the longer Grubs are up, the less likely there is to be 6 Grub spike. And honestly, sometimes if it's only ever 3 Grubs, and regardless of how they're split up, it means there's not Void Mites, and sometimes that's fine with me. Sometimes it's okay just to leave it as only 3 Grubs in the game. No harm, no foul.
Definitely. I don't know the team names here exactly, but if I was on the blue side here, I would definitely be looking to go to Grubs here. With having that Heimer so big, getting Grubs would just give him some pretty ultimate split push power. So I would definitely be looking for that with the Jarvan Galio also being large, but yeah, it looks like they're not really priming it too hard here.
Definitely not. Heimerdinger does hit the level spike there. Is up a level. Yeah, Galio might be caught, but if he can ult to someone, he might be able to get out. He did not have ult up. Was able to get the shutdown onto that Jace. Getting gold onto that Jace. He did just get the serrated Dirk, so now he's going to have more gold to cash in. Has that tier. That's a scaling Jace. And despite being down 2 kills to 5, we see a 700 gold lead for the side of Backdoor Bandits. And blue side is Icewall. Red side is Backdoor Bandits. So, despite having a dragon lead, that they
late too off that kill is nice. Gonna finally go for Grubs here as well.
yeah, they push that gold lead to 1,500 as there's also a kill in the bot lane onto the Seraphine. Able to get the grubs, able to get a kill bot, and they might be able to get more here. We'll see. Galio
Oh,
gets knocked up. No mana on the side of this Jace, though. Able to get the Jarvan ult. Forces the Jace there. Galio ult does come in. Looks like it's going to be a double kill for this Rek'Sai here, and it is. They're up almost 3k gold now. Was a 5 kill to 1 lead. Now it is 5 to 5. They got grubs, got kills all over the map. Feels bad.
Yeah, absolutely huge by Backdoor Bandits. Rek'Sai just took over that fight with Jace there too to follow up. They just clean things up and get all the grubs. He might go for top tier as well.
Yeah, forces the flash out. He did decide to fight that, but that is a tough hill to climb. A lot of damage here coming through, but not quite enough. Despite having no mana, Ornn and Rek'Sai win that fight. Huge shutdown on Rek'Sai as well.
Yeah, Rek'Sai just cashed in there. Curious to see what he's gonna buy on his back.
Yeah, we got it.
Have a full item and maybe boots too.
Another fight there, but Descena able to pick up a kill in return there, so it's still 6 to 6 on the map. So, you know, the scoreboard, you can't see the golden game. Maybe it doesn't feel as bad, you know?
All right. No, definitely want to be very cautious of where this Rek'Sai is now. That's your big problem person.
Jace too. Jace has Yamus and look at the CS diff in mid, you know? Like big Seraphine able to lock down this Rek'Sai, and they get her. Yeah, they do get her as they focus down on this Jace now, and Ziggs ult does take down the Jarvan, but they are taking down this Jace. Jace does not go down as he takes down the Galio, flashes in from the Ziggs. Ziggs able to get the Nami bubble follow-up on that Seraphine, which has her go down. Another kill onto the Ziggs. 3.6k gold lead for the side of the Bandits. When everything was going well for Icewall, it didn't go well for very long.
Yeah, and they got the shutdown on the Rek'Sai off the rip, which looked great. That was their big player that they had to kill, but then just the cleanup by Jace and crew was not looking good. Let's see if Ziggs can actually get that tower down too. He was pretty close to wheeling it down and throwing out his satchel there, but not quite.
I think they might be able to bait this Heimerdinger into another fight. I mean, he has been essentially their one lead in this game. He's probably the only lane with a lead, if any, at this point. He has no flash, no ward. Rek'Sai comes in, he's dead, yeah. Tried being a little shifty, but they did bait him. As Dragon is coming up, with Rek'Sai on the other side of the map, they might... Actually, they might be able to make a play down here.
Yeah, I think you have to actually just cover bot here. It would be nice to go for try to get that second drag, but it looks like Seraphine's just gonna die here. That's not good.
Yeah, TP coming in
Helping us up with
from Ornn. Ornn coming in. Red side. Jace has the flank. The Icewall is caught in their own jungle with no way out.
yeah, another death there from Galio. I feel like he could have just ulted out and been safe, but definitely having a hard time just running the map here. Backdoor Bandits are really taking control.
Yeah, as they're up 7k gold lead. So at same point in the game, 12 minutes last game, you know, Icewall didn't have 7 kills, but they were down about this much gold. So they do have that first dragon, which feels good. If they can delay this second leg and maybe even get the second one, that could be one way into extending this game. But it is a tough hill to climb from here.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna have to give over this dragon. It's really hard to even know where their win con is now. Like maybe you just have to go for the second set of grubs and just kind of go for it all there, but things are really starting to fall through.
Forces Seraphine flash out, or Senna flash, my bad. Flash!
Back in here for the base.
And they actually, despite losing the dragon there, are able to walk away with a nice shutdown from that Jace.
Yeah, not bad overall. As you kind of take those, I think you're taking any even trade here, and getting a shutdown for drag is not bad. They are probably going to lose the second set of grubs. And although they are not the Heimer comp with the split pushing power, it still will feel very good here for Backdoor Bandits.
Yeah, definitely. The six scrubs on a Ziggs team is just that's outrageous. Or I guess they did get four grubs. They only got four. Looks like the grubs did despawn there.
Ended up just getting 4. They at least got enough for mites, but definitely not. Right, not getting all those 6.
True, it does look.
Got a Nami here.
Yeah, Nami did get caught. Kill goes on the Senna. That feels good. They might be able to turn on here. We have Rek'Sai and Ornn. It's 5v2. They just have to walk out, slide out, whatever you want to say. They should be able to secure this. They do. Ice Wall just had about a 1200k gold swing. So, you know, you got to start somewhere in a comeback.
Exactly. Showing signs of life here. Not ready to give it up yet. Getting that Herald feels pretty good, but here comes Jay's bot. Just getting that tier 2, sucking more gold in here for his team.
Solo tier 2 on a Jace. That's gonna be a scary Jace once he backs.
Yep, sure is.
What are you thinking he's gonna buy? He has the Caulfield's Warhammer. He's probably just gonna Cleaver, you think?
Mana Moon here.
Oh, Mana Moon.
Just finishes that off. It's not quite fully stacked yet, but he's getting close, and he has the money. Definitely smart just to buy it off now.
True. Yeah, once that does evolve into the full item, that will be very, very, very dangerous.
The Muramana, yes, his shotguns will start hurting a lot then.
Yeah, I just noticed the TFT item. That's the good mana item. Muramana.
Yes, being the TFT expert.
Yeah, Masters TFT player Pugsley in here. Analyzing and casting your League of Legends games. Alright, so, yeah, back into this game. Not much going on the map right now. Looks like Jarvan might have gotten caught in his own jungle as he's just trying to farm. Has to flash out from these Raptors. Doesn't even get the Raptors as they do go over to the Chase. Chase does go onto the Heimerdinger there. Ziggs ult comes out. Nami ult comes out. Aren't quite able to get the kill, but they have so much push in this mid lane, and their chunk is going to be tough for Ice Wall there.
Heimer has to flash to get out of there too. Looks like Senna's just dead. Ooh, they are really taking control of this whole bot side here. Jace is not done.
He had to get one more auto in. Back to this mid lane, we have nice push coming back in. They have the Ziggs, they have the Grubs. Nice Nami bubble.
Here.
Yep, nice CC lockdown. Good dive and execution there just by the Rek'Sai. Ziggs does get caught by the root there on the Seraphine, but he does so much damage it does not matter.
Jace here to clean things up.
Blast him. So anyways, I started blasting.
He did start blasting because that Senna is dead.
True.
Galio and Ornn just having a little dance off up here, having a good time. Just throwing a couple hands and walking away.
Yeah, just gonna extend this gold lead. They're already up 11k exactly, and they're just gonna take the jungle away with it. Jarvan's arriving. It feels so bad. He's gonna have to EQ out of here and just.
No turret here. Blue side does not feel good. They still have the Herald, so I like to see him try to do something here on a side, but it's just so hard. They have complete control of your bot side with Ornn still pushing top. There's just no angle here to drop that Herald.
Yeah.
Dragon is up now though, and a lot of folks looking there.
It is. Galio has ult. Jarvan has ult. Be interesting to see. Ornn does have TP, so gotta watch out for that Ornn TP.
This is chunking hard.
Yeah, their whole Team got chunked. Should we just be able to clean up by the Rek'Sai here? It's looking like this game might be over here right now.
Oh, the double or knock up. Oh, how beautiful is that? They just cleaned them up across the board.
Yeah, not quite the pentakill for the Rek'Sai, but last game you were not here, Tim. The top laner stole a penta from the Jinx ADC last game, so I was hoping we'd get to see a pentakill there. Not quite.
Yeah, not quite, but a very clean team fight there from the side of Backdoor Bandits. I don't know if they even get the inhibitor here. The other team didn't really go mid. Looks like they're gonna fight for it. This might not be good. Their whole team's back up. If they can get some shutdowns here, it's like just Jarvan's gonna die, and they might just lose this fight too, and end up losing the inhib anyways.
Yeah, the Ziggs Jace poke is outrageous, but we do see the Heimerdinger able to get a kill onto that Nami. That Senna is getting chunked down. Ornn flashes in, able to secure the kill, as Jace also secures the kill there.
Can't do it.
Yeah, it's as Rek'Sai is just farming those Krugs. Rek'Sai is just having a good old time. Gotta get those Krugs, guys. Get a Krug power spike. No, I'd be doing the same thing.
As well as Seraphine. Looks like they might need to start backing off now, but they do not want to.
Nice root there by the Seraphine. Able to get a little bit of chunk, but it does not matter. This Ziggs is level 12.
Yeah, I think let's just reset and recoup for Backdoor Bandits. The Baron is now up just after 20 minutes. I would definitely grab a couple items off all that gold they just made for themselves there and look towards that.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Up 14k. I mean they could do a lot of things at this point, but
Yeah, Nami's already doing a good job getting some wards down too. They just can't even walk into the whole blue side of their jungle now, and if they even want to look at this Baron, it's probably just going to be a fight. They are moving up now and trying to retake some vision here. I don't know they're standing on a ward.
they definitely don't, and it's gonna be a variable in their potential demise here. As we see a fight gearing up around this blue, this might just be where the game is decided. Jarvan does smite that blue away. Ornn does start the engage, able to land it on the Seraphine. Ice Wall is just running away.
And not a whole lot they can do here, even without the Rek'Sai being there. They just couldn't even walk up to all that poke.
Yeah, it looks like the Bandits here, they're gonna try for this Baroni Spumoni. I don't know if they're gonna wait 3 minutes for Dragon. It might just be Baron and end before the next Dragon is up.
Yeah, I think actually since you already have mid and hib open, if you just grab Baron, send like just Ornn top and the rest of your team bot, you just be able to pressure the entire map. Then they're fighting though over this Baron.
Yeah, Jarvan went in, was in time to steal it, wasn't able to steal it. Bandits are turning on, but this fight's going really well for Ice Wall, given the fact that they're down 15k. It's a 2 for 2 so far. Jarvan does go back in, does get the kill. Nami flashes forward, misses the bubble onto the Seraphine. A lot's going on, but Nami does kill the Heimerdinger there. Don't think the Seraphine's able to get out, but she does take the Nami down with her, as it looks like Ornn and Ziggs are going to end this game.
Yep, like this one's going to be over. There is actually Galio and Seraphine up right now. I don't know if they actually get to end this game here. We'll see if they can actually hold them off. I'm not sure. We got TP coming in from Jace though as well.
Yeah,
looks like it's good.
He
should
still have his. He actually did use that Zig Satchel on that last turret, so I was going to say he might be able to Zig Satchel this, but not going to be able to. Doesn't matter. They do enough damage to the turret, but
gonna die too.
Yeah, going to sacrifice. Ornn's going to. Jason Ornn sacrificed themselves for inhib turrets. Not the end of the world there. They still have Baron buff on the Ziggs, on this this Nami, to, or actually it is just the Ziggs. That's where that Baron buff is on.
Yeah, not a really great Baron power play there. Probably didn't really make any gold off that, but they did completely crack open the base. Just an open Nexus sitting there now. I don't know when Inhib comes back up, but it's probably going to be pretty soon, so they shouldn't be too exposed. But another kill onto Seraphine here. This Rek'Sai is really cleaning things up.
Yeah, you're saying the that was an underwhelming Baron play, and here at LOLMidwest we don't have Red Bull Baron buffs because we aren't that fancy. We have the Doctor Shasta Baron buff, so that was a pretty bad Doctor
It
Shasta Baron power play.
wasn't my favorite Doctor Shasna Baron buff. Gotta
Yeah,
say.
definitely
Um,
not. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, but they are chasing down this Senna here. Galio does ult to save his comrade, as they're just gonna watch their Nexus fall in a much more valiant effort than last game. Defeat.
yep, pretty sad here. Not if you're Backdoor Bandits, feeling pretty good about this one.
Yeah,
Very, very clean game overall. Not a single tower gone.
they really are. Yeah, having a little bit of frame issues here at the end. Sorry guys, we hit single digit frames here at the very end, but all in all, good games. GG's. Much more valiant effort. Another 17, 16K gold loss, but uh, they had some life in there that game, and that's what matters. Some nice Heimerdinger solo kills.
Yeah, pretty entertaining game to watch overall for how much they were down in gold. They really put up a fight, which is always fun to watch.
Very true. That'll be a 2-0 for the Bandits as they go 2-0 in the league starting this split. This is the second week. This was the second series this week. This is an 18-team league, so there should be 9 matches every week with the teams. Backdoor Bandits starting 2-0. I did not catch Ice Wall's series last week, so I don't know if they're going to be 1-1 or 0-2 after this. So that is something I can have the standings ready for next time. But thank you for joining. I'm going to sign off here. You got any last words, Tim?
Nope, thank you for having me. It was fun at least casting one of the games here. Good luck to all the teams in this league.
Yeah, GG's, guys, and we'll be back next week.